All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk. Jody's going to be here, but he's going to be a little late. He had to go pick up Mary from the hospital, from the doctor. Um, so let's get started. What I'm going to start on first is I'm going to get this cut so that the bridge and the tower can be fit on it, and I got to get this cut because I want to see how these fit on and how this fits over it um, before I start putting the braces on, because this just looks like it's going to be in the way to me. I don't know if it will, but this little brace right here just looks like it may need some finessing. So I'm going to start by getting all this cut out. Let's see who's in the comments. Alec, he's thanking Jody for being able to catch some of his stream. I'll catch your stream later, Alec. I'll probably listen to it tomorrow at work. I didn't get time to catch any of it this evening when I got home. Uh, Doug's here saying hi to everyone. What's up, Doug? Don's here. What's up, Don? Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Yeah, yeah, I was a few seconds late getting started there, Doug. I know. Oh, but let me get my Sonic Saber turned on, and we'll get some of this trimmed out. What's everybody doing tonight? You just sitting and watching, or let's see, Alex says Prime is done now. I just have to wait until Friday to order the Niflus German mouse tank Lego set. Perhaps I'll build Andy's M28 German mouse tank. Is that like Mickey Mouse? I don't know. I don't know nothing about tanks. By the way, could you hear the audio on the intro video? Because I couldn't upload it to Restream because it says we have too many videos. So when I updated it for part 6, I got rid of the part 5 video and went to upload the part 6, and it says we have too many videos, so it wouldn't let me upload it. So I had to play it through OBS. Well, I can't hear the audio from OBS in my headset, so I don't know if y'all were able to hear it or not. So just let me know if you could hear it. That way I'll know if that's a viable way to do it. It was absolutely silent. Crap. Okay, I'll have to figure out some other way to do it. How would I do that? Huh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Alex says, got some exciting news. My bosses at work, at least in the kitchen, have commissioned me to build them a wooden boat kit for their office. Oh, that's cool, Alex. That's cool. Congrats, man. And then Doug says, I meant it as enthusiasm, not trying to say nothing about when you started, buddy. I'm just glad to see you in the group. Well, thank you, Doug. And I know you didn't mean anything bad by it. I know. But I was just acknowledging that, yeah, I was a minute or two late. So we got Ken here. What's up, Ken? And then Alex says it was absolutely silent talking about my intro. I'll have to figure something else out then, because if it won't pick up the audio from OBS, I don't know what else to do. I'll figure something out. Alex says the M28 is the T-90 T-28 Doom Turtle super heavy tank that America built at the end of World War II but never used. Cool. Yeah, I was making fun of the name of the German mouse tank, though. And what's going on, Trent? Trent's here. But let me get this cut here, and we'll go from there. And I might be a little quiet while I'm cutting because I'm concentrating. That cut pretty clean. It does melt plastic when you're making a deeper cut like that. The Sonic Saber does. But I found if you go slow, don't rush it, you get a fairly, oh, come on, focus camera. You get a fairly smooth cut that doesn't need a lot of sanding. You just can't rush the cut. Because once it starts melting, it's going to go all wonky if you try to rush it. Now, let's see. What else do I need to cut? Oh, I got to cut this whole ring off right here. Okay. Well, let's get that done then. Very carefully. That's going to need a little cleanup. It's kind of melting around the edges some, but we can clean that up. And trim it out as needed. Well, that's a pretty wonky cut, ain't it? Where's my little sanding stick? There it is. Where's my knife? My blade. I need my blade. Take this top edge off. There we go. Then we'll sand her into shape. Get that little bit right there out. There's a part in the way. Sorry, I was concentrating, not talking. Dead air. Everybody saying hi to Trent. Ken, you know where Jody's at. He's gonna be here. He went to pick up Mary from the doctor's office. Oh. Let's see, this is going to sit down on there like that. needs to be able to fit in there. So I need to open up those two front edges just a little bit. Sand these a bit. Oh, I heard a badoop. That might be Jody. Another badoop. Two Jodys. And he's beaming in.
Hello.
What's going on, Jody?
How you doing?
Everybody was asking where you were.
Oh, I made it. I had to go pick up Mary and her dad from the hospital there. They were just staying with her mom until bedtime. How you doing tonight, Donnie?
Doing good. How about you? Is her mom okay?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, she's getting better there. And looks like we're joined by Ken also.
Yes, we were.
Can you hear me?
Well, yes, we can hear
I
you.
can. What's
Oh,
going
okay.
on?
Well, I just thought I'd quickly jump in here if Jody wasn't here, but Jody's here now.
I just beamed over.
Yeah, I see that.
How are you, Ken?
Oh, I'm doing well.
Excellent.
I finally joined the restream.
Oh,
nice. Good. I saw everybody was asking. Todd was asking, if it was okay with everybody to let you in. I'm like, heck yeah, let him in.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So anyway, I will step back out of here and keep being an audience member.
That works. Have a good one, Ken. Good to hear from you, man.
Yep.
Where'd you get to on the comments, Donnie?
I
see some highlighted ones. Let's see.
Yeah, all the grayed out ones I've already put on the screen.
Ken said, "Where's Jody?"
Yep, that was the last one.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I just made it back. Okay. And everyone's saying hi to each other. So what are we working on? We got the top of the the top of the head there. The top of the
wanted to go ahead and get these cut out. All the stuff that needed to be cut out. Okay. And then I'm going to cut the back of the little, I call it the kidney bean here.
You got to open that up so you can see inside that tower thing.
Right. Because it just looks to me like this little bracket here that those braces go on is going to interfere with the inside of this and may need some finessing.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to go ahead and get this cut out and see how it fits, whether that's going to interfere or not.
I see. Yeah, you got that bracket that's gonna. It's not going to be the same profile as the top there.
Yeah, that's the bracket for those stabilizers or whatever they are that go down into the bridge there. But it just looks to me like, and I could be completely wrong, it may not be in the way at all.
It does look like it's going to interfere with that wall.
Yeah, it looks to me like it's going to interfere. I could be completely wrong, but it looks to me like it will. So I'm trying to get this trimmed up. I may have to get your rotary tool out here. This stuff is thick.
So Alex suggested where I might be. Yes, Alex was correct, but I wasn't picking up my mother-in-law. I was picking up my wife and her dad from there. They're visiting her because she can leave for a few hours during the day and then has to go back. Ken says, "Okay, so where's Waldo?" I'm also here. I'm also Waldo. Alex says he's over there.
Haven't you seen Jody's striped shirt?
Yeah, I caught a little bit there, Alec. I was watching a bit when I was in the car too, when I was waiting in the parking lot.
I haven't caught any of it yet.
Saying hi. Yeah, Doug was there. Let's see, Alex said Prime is done. Now I just have to wait till Friday to order the Nephiles German Mouse tank Lego set. Perhaps I'll buy Andy's M28. And
yeah, I was
Alex
asking
says,
if that's is that a Mickey Mouse tank? The German mouse tank?
German mouse.
I don't know that much about tanks. I'm not knocking them. I don't know much about them.
No, neither do I. Alex says also Donnie got some exciting news.
Yeah, he's going to get to build a wooden ship for some of his coworkers.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I was talking there. Doug says, I meant it as enthusiasm. Not trying to say anything about when you started. I'm just glad to see you and the group.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, 30 seconds or maybe a minute late starting the stream. And he was in the comments, come on, let's go. And I'm like, all right, I'm here.
Alex says the M28 is the T90/T28 Doom Turtle super heavy tank that America built at the end of World War II, but never used.
I think that'll work.
Built but never used.
Government money at work.
And we got more. We've got double comments. These are all the same comments. Where's Jody? Last I heard. Oh, where's Waldo? He's over there. We've got double comments. There's Buck saying hi. Buck says, I got a new chair today. Didn't realize how rough the old one was getting.
I don't see any double comments on mine.
Well, I did the whole string of them at the top showed up again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Andrew is here. Andrew says, good evening, gents.
What's going on, Buck? Andrew?
Alec is thanking everybody for popping in to say hi to him today. Buck says, I think you should build a goofy tank. Alec?
Buck thinks everybody should build a goofy everything. I think Buck is secretly goofy.
Duck said, Doug. Duck.
Duck.
Duck. Doug says, I have a mouse kit. 135th Dragon kit.
Oh, Andrew, the German mouse.
Yeah. Andrew says, I've had the repeat chat happen before. Yeah, I've seen it before too. Buck says, let me help Donnie with the double comments. Alex says, cool Doug. My first proper tank kit was the Dragon 2, but an American tank. Can't remember which. Doug says, my first tank was an M48. My dad's tank.
Nice.
All right. Thanks a lot, you guys, for the comments. Thanks very much.
Okay, what's Buck going to do with the double comments?
He's probably going to copy all the text and then paste them into comments. Doug says, call me Dougie Duck, never Donald.
Well, that's okay. My actual name is Donald, not Donnie. So imagine that in school. Yep. Now let's see. Does this fit? Huh? Fits right in there.
Oh, cool. You don't have to modify nothing.
Yeah. Fits right in there.
That. Perfect.
So they knew what they were doing after all.
So that's why the curvature of it confused us, because it's curved to fit that part and not the other part that you, right? It's curved to fit the top, the underside of that, and not where the door is.
I guess.
Because remember when you were putting it on there, we were like, oh, it's not the same curvature, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't match. But it looks like it matches
Put
with
that
the
on there.
top of the other piece.
And this goes on here.
So Buck posted the same comment 3 times. Oh, there's Steven. Steven says, you missed me, Jody. Sorry, Steven. There he is. Yeah. Sorry about that, Steven. Steven Haynes is here.
That goes right there.
Alec is saying, Donnie, you've got Disney on the mind. You must have Donald Duck on the brain after mistaking a tank for something Mickey related.
No, dude, it's named
Buck didn't help
German mouse.
me to make it goofy. Yeah, mouse. It's a mouse. It's a German mouse.
It doesn't fit exactly.
Dummkopf. Mina eine Schütze geben, Mutter Heinrich Owen.
Because it won't sit all the way down. There we go.
Buck says, did you hear the one about the new Secret Service agent? Doug's getting his hat.
It fits. It's just a very tight fit.
Nothing wrong with that. It's better than flopping around all over the place in there.
That's what she said.
I meant the model part, but hey.
I know. I had to be me, though.
Andrew says, I've heard the Secret Service no longer yells out, get down, Mr. President. If there's a threat, they shout out, Donald Duck. AK's here, says, howdy, Donnie and Jody and everyone else. Howdy, AK.
Where did I put my flashlight? There it is.
Steven and Doug are doing some karate moves.
And you actually can see all the way back there.
Cool.
There we go. Now it's focused. Somewhat. It was focused. There it is.
Oh, that's cool.
It was. There.
Yeah.
Nice. I just wanted to make sure it was going to fit.
Don's here too. Hey, Don, I didn't see you earlier. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Don's been here.
Scrolling up. Yeah, well, I missed a few at the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was one of the first.
Well, him and Steven and Ken and Doug are practicing some karate there. Steven says, hi-yak. Doug says, hi-yak. Don says, hey-yak. And Ken and Don are taking the same lessons, and Steven and Doug are taking the same lessons as Alec, who also says, hi-yak.
A lot of kung fu going on here.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Steven
Everybody
says, looks
was
nice,
kung
Donnie.
fu fighting.
And Don says, I can't wait to see the lighting. Now he says, that is because I don't need to comment on everything. That is correct.
I was going to say, Don, are you feeling okay?
But he also can't wait to see the lighting.
We know. May have to sand the back of that out a little more.
Oh?
Because it's hitting right there. It fits, but it's a very, very, very snug fit.
It fits, but it hits.
Yes. I guess it'll work like that, though. Once you get it there, it's there.
Well, if there's no obvious gaps, it should be okay.
Yeah, there's no gaps. Very tiny gaps, rather. But it's under enough tension. If you let go of it, it flies apart. But it's going to sit right on there like that.
That looks excellent. Excellent. Ken says, you're not going for the sweet comment points, Don?
You don't want to be number one, Don?
Yeah, he's
now
there.
I'm just wondering, should I go ahead and glue this in before I start put? I guess I should, because these two pieces got to be connected before I can put those struts on. I also got to get the struts down inside there, which I should have done before I put the support girders in, but no, I didn't.
Oh, there's some in there too?
Yeah, I'm trying to find them here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's two little ones back there. So Don says, well, it is Star Trek and lights. What a combo.
I know, right?
What a combo. You can't have one without the other. Well, I guess you could have lights without Star Trek. But you can't have Star Trek without lights.
That's right. Lights and Star Trek, lights and Star Trek. You
Go
can't
together
have one
'cause
without the
you need it.
other. There they are. Right there. I finally figured out how to dim the camera down a little bit so you can see this stuff instead of it just being blown out white.
Uh-huh.
I had to go in and do what?
Looks better. I said I noticed that now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, I had to go in and add a filter in OBS so I could turn down the gamma a little bit on the camera, and it looks good now. It's not too bright. I think that little nub right there is what's causing it not to fit right. There's like a little mold nub right there.
Andrew says, there must be 4 lights.
There will be 4 lights. And then 4 more. And then 4 more. And then 4 more.
Don says, "No, Ken, I'm a happy being. I don't need constant attention." And why are you steady commenting then? Ken says, "Can there be more than 4 lights?"
That's what I said. There's going to be 4 lights, and then 4 more, and then 4 more, and then 4 more.
Doug only sees 4. Doug sees 4 lights.
There, I think that'll help the fit. There was like a little mold nub right there.
Ah.
But there isn't any more.
Nothing worse than mold nub.
Right?
Oh, Andrew says, there can be more than 4 if you're a Cardassian.
Yeah, they had what, 5 lights, and they kept making him say there are 4.
They had 4, and they wanted him to say there was 5, but he refused.
Oh, okay. I had it backwards.
So did anyone see the picture I posted this morning? I was watching an episode of Deep Space Nine, and they had a problem with those Cardassian voles, and they had a dead one, and they showed a close-up of it, and it's got that spoon shape on its head, just like the Cardassians do.
Oh, really?
I guess every animal from their planet has that spoon thing on its head. I don't know. Did they do that so that we're absolutely sure that it's a Cardassian vole and not some kind of other thing? I just thought that was funny.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I probably saw it in the show and just never paid no attention.
I never noticed, 35 years ago when I watched it, but I noticed today. Probably because my TV's better and the show is a little updated. Andrew said, which that whole thing was taken from another movie, I believe. It's probably an Easter egg you were never supposed to notice. Yeah, I could have seen that being in some other movie where they had a POW or whatever, and they're trying
some spy movie or something.
Yeah. Oh, Ken has an explanation. So we don't confuse it with a Klingon vole. That's why they
okay.
that.
That makes perfect sense. So we need 2 of the short ones.
I like how whenever they show the women, they have makeup there. They put makeup on that spoon thing. They got like spoon shadow or whatever.
Well, you gotta have makeup on it. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
If Earth women had a spoon, they'd put makeup on it. But they don't.
Not my wife. She doesn't hardly use makeup at all. She doesn't need any.
That's good.
Do you know why most women use makeup and perfume, Donnie?
To hide stuff?
Because they're ugly and they stink.
Bitches.
Oh.
Why else would they use it? Andrew says Cardassian glam. That's right. I just thought it interesting that they would include that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, makes sense that they would apply makeup to that area. Doug says, Earth girls are easy. Are they though, Doug? Are they really? Maybe for a smooth silver fox like yourself, Doug. Ken says, I like my women like I like my coffee, with a spoon in them.
Oh, that's wrong. It's great, but it's wrong.
I like the one they gave us last week with the puppies.
With the
Do you
puppies.
remember that? Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Ken said his girlfriend's puppy died, so he got her one just like it. She said, what am I supposed to do with 2 dead puppies?
Oh, man. What am I supposed to do with 2 dead puppies? This goes.
Doug's LOLing over there. Lol with it, baby.
I need my tweezers.
They are right there. No, right under that. Right there. Yeah. Keep digging deeper.
There they are.
See? Told you.
Very good call. Very good call.
Oh, I knew they were there. I knew if they weren't over there, they'd be under there.
Oh, okay.
Did you see my fancy deflector I made last night?
I did. That was sweet.
It looks pretty good, eh? I was pretty happy with that one. AK says dead puppies aren't much fun. So they're a little bit of fun? They're not much fun. I didn't think they'd be any fun at all.
Well, that's what you get for thinking, Jody.
That's what I get. Oh, thank you. I love you, kiddo. I just got a kiss from my kid.
Oh.
Yeah. Steven says you can make a bra out of them. Dead puppies, I guess.
Oh.
Cruella DeVille would.
A dead puppy bra?
Mm-hmm. Harry, you need full-grown dogs. Kid says, last week, I met my mailman at the door, and I was naked. He flipped out, yelling at me, "Who are you? Why are you at my house?"
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, AK's got some poetry. My puppy died late last fall. He's still rotting in the hall. I tried to roll him up like a ball and make his carcass very small.
Okay.
Johnny requires complete silence as he glues the tiny pieces into the tiny module of the model.
No, I don't require silence. I just can't talk and do this at the same time.
The crowd is watching.
My brain doesn't have that much horsepower.
Has he done it? He's holding it in position. There goes. There's the tweezers. He's releasing. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. He's done it.
Gonna have to touch up the end of that.
Ooh, that's what she said.
There's one. Can't see it very well, but it's there.
Cool. Yeah, we can't see it. Once you get the second. Oh, there we go. Now we can see it. And it contrasts in color with the rest of the interior there, too.
Yeah.
Oh, so AK said that's actually a song. My puppy died last fall. He's still rotting in the hall.
Okay. Somehow, I have managed to miss that song.
There's actually another song where the guy goes, I let my dogs out in the hall and I went to get them back. There's nothing left but paws and heads.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Ken says, remember, 4 out of 5 people prefer cornflakes over kippers for breakfast. Mm-hmm.
If you say so.
And also, 2 out of 5 people suffer from explosive diarrhea. I guess that means that must mean the other 3 like it.
There we go. I don't know if you can. Oh, we'll do this.
Where's your little light you had earlier?
That's what I was just looking for.
There we go.
One over there.
Oh yeah.
One over there.
Excellent. That looks cool.
And let's see if this will fit better in here now since I trimmed that part off. I'm going to get this glued in and get the other ones put on. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a little bit of filling to do around that. But we'll get her glued in from the bottom.
Gap.
Do what?
A slight gap.
Yeah, there is. Where's my light? See the light shining through right there?
Oh yeah. Just a little.
Everywhere else is great. Just those 2 little. Well, that corner's not bad actually, but that corner, little light shining through there.
A little dollop of putty. Ken said, mind the gap.
Mind the gap. Get some glue in here.
Glue.
I guess I could just use the bottle to put this in there because it's not like it's a.
That's resin, so you got to use super glue, right?
Yeah.
Get your kicker. Kicker makes the room sicker.
I got me a little holder for the kicker so I don't knock it over all the time.
Excellent.
Because I was getting pretty good at knocking it over.
The other side's for your crazy glue?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Did you just find a file for that and print it up?
Yeah. Yeah, after I knocked it over again, I thought, man, there's got to be an STL file somewhere for a super glue kicker holder so I don't knock this thing over no more. And there was.
Well, of course. Of course there was. Kicker makes the room sicker. I feel like I'll hurl.
Well, that super glue filled it in pretty good from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Light still shines through the super glue a little bit, but
yeah, but you can paint that.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see the super glue that kind of seeped through there a little bit from the bottom.
Barely. You have to be looking at it with a magnifying glass to see that.
Yeah.
Or a zoomed in camera.
Now let's get the front glued. And we'll be in business. And there we go. And when you put the light under it,
that's great.
Well, it shines up through the floor.
Yeah. I can't believe the amount of detail in a thing that tiny.
I know, right? That's so cool.
Yeah. Very nice work, Donnie. Very nice.
Thank you.
AK says the Thermopylae will be finished late tomorrow with touch-ups on Wednesday, delivering it to the Cigar Lounge. Fort Worth 1849 cigars. He'll send pics on Thursday. So we're not gonna get to see it finally finished on one of the live streams? All we get to see is pics from the Cigar Lounge? Give it to them Saturday after you've shown it to us on Friday. Or do a live stream Wednesday before you deliver it.
Weird.
What?
Well,
What's weird?
This doesn't say anything about needing to there, I knocked the super glue over. Trim this part right here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put the top on, see how it's sitting right on top of those two posts on the bridge? But it's not sitting down all the way on the sides.
And that's without the ceiling piece in there?
Yeah.
So that if you tried to put that ceiling in there, it'll be even more.
It's hitting right there.
Yeah. Is that piece maybe supposed to be down in there more?
No.
No? Because it kind of looks like there's a little step in the front, but I'm thinking that's the way it's supposed to be.
Well, this little step right here,
Yeah.
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like the very
there?
last step before you go inside.
Yeah, what that is where there's a plastic piece that goes over this front part to close this off.
Yeah.
And that sits on this step just like the rest of this top should be.
So it can't go down any further.
Right. This is going to
Looks
have
like
to
you
be
might-
trimmed right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like you might have to sand the tops of those. What about the back of it? Is it going down at the other side or just at the front?
No, the back will go down.
The back will go down all the way, so you just got to trim those two front like big pillars there, or
Yeah,
the,
see, you
the
can-
edges of the wall.
You can push
Yeah.
the back down, but on the
Yeah.
front, it's hitting right there. And trimming these pillars won't help because when you put this piece in,
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit that too. That won't even fit. Oh yeah.
see, when you get that piece in, it's going to hit all the way. Oops, on camera, it's going to hit all the way across.
Yeah. Can you take material off the dome part, off the
That's what I'm
underside?
going to have to do.
Because if you can't get that bridge module down any lower, that's going to be your only option.
Yeah, see, that has a little lip right there. That's going to have to be trimmed. Let me find the piece that goes on the front of that.
You think that's where it's hitting? Is that little back lip, or is it hitting on the very front part, or that sticks out? That's kind of overhangs outside the edge.
Yeah, it's hitting.
It's hitting that little inside.
See how
lip.
it's got that lip that hangs down right there?
Yeah, a little like a step.
Yes, it's hitting on that little part that hangs down there. I just
Let me
want to,
see.
I want to find the part that goes on there and see how much I can take off without causing a problem. There it is.
AK says the owner gets to see the completed ship first. Maybe I'll video the delivery. There you go.
Let me get this snipped off. There's my snip.
Snippity, snippity.
Snippity, snippity.
Snippity doo dah, snippity a. What was that?
Huh?
What was that noise?
Oh, that's my son.
Oh, okay. Sounded like someone laughing.
It was. There we go. Oh, well, that piece doesn't even touch the lip that hangs down. I wonder what that inner lip is for. Just like light blocking or something?
For the ceiling piece, probably. Isn't there another piece that goes in there for the top? The ceiling is probably.
Well,
goes
yeah,
up
but
against
that's the ceiling piece is an aftermarket part made by Green Strawberry.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, so they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't have a preset little.
yeah, the ceiling piece Goes right there anyway. It doesn't go on this
So
lip either.
It doesn't affect anything then.
Yeah. But I'm not going to put the ceiling piece in, I don't think.
Maybe it's just there for extra strength because that door part comes out, that front piece comes out.
I'm thinking maybe because this kit was designed to be lit. And it really is set up for light blocking and stuff.
Yeah.
Because all of the edges all of the seams have overhangs and stuff. And that might be what that is. That's just an overhang to catch some of the... And I just dropped the part in the floor. There it is. But that might just be an overhang to like catch some light spill or something from inside.
Guy, so it doesn't come out when you have that door on. So you don't have a light leak around the outside of it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to get out my little rotary tool. And we'll just remove a bit of that little extra overhang there. Yep, that's the rotary tool. This little sandpaper thing would work the best. If this is too loud, just let me know and I'll mute for a second.
Can't even barely hear it. Part of the job, man. It's part of the job.
Part of the job. Well, that goes for everybody in the comments too. If it's too loud for you, just say something and I'll mute for a second. Let's see if that's enough.
Oopsie.
Yeah, I'm dropping everything tonight. There we go. Just need to smooth that off a little bit. So it looks a little better. Now I can't get it back off.
Oh no.
One thing I love about this little Hodo rotary tool You know, most rotary tools, you put them down on low speed, and if it starts bogging down, it'll just bog down till it stops.
Yeah.
But this thing, if you put it on low and it starts getting bogged down, it automatically applies more juice
Oh,
to try
that's
and
cool.
keep it at the RPM it's supposed to be at.
That's a nice feature.
Because you'll notice sometimes when you're grinding something down like that, it'll kind of bog down for a second, and then it'll pick back up to where it was. And then when you pick it up off the part where there's no load on it at all of a sudden it goes, and it slows back down to where you had it set. Because it kicked in some extra juice there to
yeah,
keep
I heard it kicking up. It sounded like you were talking to the whale probe there. It was like,
yeah, the whale probe. But yeah, it'll apply extra juice to try and keep the RPM where you wanted it at, and then when you take it off the part where there's no load, because it applied extra juice, it speeds up for a second, and then it's like, oh crap, and it slows back down.
Oh.
Now let's see how it looks.
I hear the sirens.
We've been going off and on for like fucking 10 minutes. The sirens.
The sirens.
There we go.
Awesome.
That looks pretty cool. And then, of course, you got this piece. Oh, yeah. This piece that goes right there.
That's
and
cool.
I think what I'll probably end up doing is just glue this piece on, because it's just barely sitting there. You know what I mean?
Because the whole dome comes off, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to glue that dome thing on?
No.
Yeah, so you might as well have that attached, yeah. Unless you're going to put like a little magnet in there or something.
Well, I mean, the only way you'll be able to see into the bridge is you'll have to leave this piece unglued, and you'll have to take the front off and then try to get this piece out, which you can do, but you can slide that piece out, and then you can look inside the dome at the bridge. Of course, it'll be lit by then. Where's my light? But then you can look in there like that.
Very cool.
Or like that. I don't know. That might work pretty good. You can see everything from there.
You can. But like you said, it's hard to... You'd have to figure out a way to keep that door from falling off. Like either a little magnet or something, and then you'd have to figure out a little handle or something to pull that other piece out to look at it. AK says, Donnie, I'll try to remind you when you finish this Katinga to please put a list of all the aftermarket / not in the box stuff you used with the link in the description.
Oh, I can put that in the description of the video. All the aftermarket that I used was the Paragraphics Shuttle Bay Photo Etch set. And then, what's this other set called? This one is just called the Katinga Photo Etch set. And then I had the Katinga Shuttle Bay Photo Etch set. And then I had the green strawberry bridge set. That's all the aftermarket I got.
And there you go.
The green strawberry bridge set just comes with all this stuff right here.
So it's the stuff in the bridge and in that little tower.
Yeah. So now I need to get those other ones in there. Let's see, which would be the easier ones to fit in, the short ones or the taller ones? I guess the short ones first because they're in the back. You know what's crazy?
What's that? What's crazy?
This top floor right here that you put in, I guess that's why they didn't put much detail in there. But you build that whole little railing and everything to put in there, and you'll never see that again.
Oh yeah, because the cap goes on.
Yeah, there's a clear piece that goes on here, and then this sits on top of that.
I wonder if you can leave that unglued.
Not really.
You can lift it up and look at it.
Because well, you'll have the clear piece on here, but this doesn't have anything to hold it on.
Oh, there's no
pins
edges
or
or
nothing.
like. Oh, what about the other piece, the clear part? Does it kind of lock in? So you could attach the clear part to that and then remove like both pieces. Remove the clear piece along with that if you want to look inside.
But then you'd be removing your light.
Oh yeah, your light's attached to the ceiling. That's right. You put a hinge. It's a little hinge so it opens up.
Yeah, and this little resin piece right here. Now I can't pick it up. This little resin piece right here that goes on top of that tower. Yeah. That's actually included with the kit.
Oh, is it? How come it's a different color?
Because it's resin. It's not.
So
it's not plastic.
They include a resin piece in the kit.
Yeah, because you can't really see it on the camera because the light's blowing it out. But
I can see the details.
It has some tiny little details all over it.
I guess you can't get that with the plastic molding.
Yeah, there's a plastic part. I don't know why they included a plastic part and the resin part, but they did for some reason. Maybe this is a reissue of this kit or something, but I saw it over here somewhere. There is a plastic part for that. There it is. There it is right there.
And it's probably not as nice.
I mean, it's not terrible, but you can see the difference in the. Let me get to the same side on it here. Like right there. That white is hard to see.
Okay. Yeah.
See the extra little tiny.
Yeah, there's little extra lines. It's a little better, yeah.
And like, see how, well, you can't see it on the camera very well, but that little thing there is a lot sharper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess they just thought it was worth putting a resin part on in there.
Oh, that's cool.
For that. But now I need to get these struts put in. 2 short ones, 2 long ones. See how these fit.
Ricardo's here. Hi,
What's
Donnie,
up, Ricardo?
Jody, everyone else. Hey, Ricardo. Welcome. Got here just in time for the magic. Donnie's working with invisible parts.
Pretty much.
So we're putting those little support posts in.
Yeah, I'm just trying to check the fit on them, and I can't even hold on to them long enough to just check the fit on them.
Do you have your opposite tweezers?
Opposite
Get
tweezers.
Yeah, the gripping tweezers.
Oh, the reverse tweezers.
Yeah, the reverse, opposite, backwards.
Yeah, I have some of those right here.
Might be helpful. Well, they got a big square on them. What's that big wire?
It's actually soldering tweezers. You can like
Okay.
grip something in there and then sit it down, and it'll hold it while you solder.
That's cool.
I used these for I don't know how long before I got anything else to solder with.
Yeah, that's cool. Everybody's saying hola to Ricardo. Or those maybe the tips aren't really wide enough to get a good hold on it. Like it grips it tightly, but they're so narrow that it swivels around in there.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
There we go. Right there.
There we go.
Just like that. So I just need the glue on that end and the glue on that end. And then remember how I got it down in there? Like that. Now let go, tweezers.
Don says you need some hemostats, other Don.
Nurse, hemostats, quick. I don't have any of those though. So I'm working with what I got. Right there.
Gently now. He says, plus you need to use the right hand. Well, he's using his proper hand.
I
His
am.
proper hand. Just
I'm
not the right hand.
I'm not using my right hand. I'm using my correct hand.
But it ain't right. It ain't right.
Oh, it drives me crazy sometimes watching people paint and stuff like that with their right hand, you know, in YouTube videos. It's like, man, it just looks so wrong. But I got those two in. Now I got to get the other two.
There, I fixed it for you, Don. Ricardo says, Don, I thought you were going to say put more lights on it. Lights suck. Lights suck still. There. Don should be happy, though. You're using your right hand now.
You flipped it.
Yeah. Just for a minute, just to make Don happy. Oh, see, you can't do it with your right hand.
That's right. Put it back.
Okay, I'll flip you back so you can get that in there. There you go. Now you're left again.
I think
Should
I
be
want
able
to
do
use
it
the
this
other
time.
tweezers for this one.
AK says being ambidextrous comes in handy twice.
You're not wrong. I'm ambidextrous light, I guess.
Oh, were you clipping it?
Yeah.
It was a little too big.
Yeah, it has a little pin on the end. And the pin worked
okay.
great on those back ones, but not on this one. See, it drops right in there now.
Beauty.
Just like that.
Don says he still likes you even though you're handicapped.
I'm not handicapped.
No, he's not handicapped. He's sinister. He's just a little bit sinister, that's all.
That's all right. I'm in good company. Albert Einstein was left-handed. Leonardo da Vinci was left-handed. There you go.
That's right. And every character on The Simpsons is left-handed.
No, just Ned Flanders. There was a whole episode of The Simpsons about that, actually.
Flanders, stupid left-handed store. And Steven is saying good night.
Have a good one, Steven.
See you all in the week. Yeah, Steven, we'll see you during the week in everyone's various chats.
Oh,
It's always nice to have you around.
it is. That little screen that I lost and never did find, I don't know where it's at. I went on Green Strawberry's website and they have factory seconds. You know, like a sheet of photo etch that's got like one little thing wrong with it.
Okay, and
I got a replacement. I got a replacement photo etch sheet coming. It's a factory second for $5.
Oh, right on. So as long as that one piece you need is good, then who cares about the rest?
Right.
And you'll probably end up having some spares for
something else.
Something else, yeah. If you do another Katinga or another bridge or whatever, you even if it's not that, you can use them on something else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, eventually I'm going to do the Kronos one, so
there you go. You'll be doing all the interior for that too.
Yeah, I probably won't do it right after the Katinga, but I am going to do it. Just like that.
Like a soul.
And there we go. I wonder what all those braces are actually for, you know?
I don't know.
Because they don't look like, you know, just steel braces. They're sectioned.
They look like pistons.
Yeah, shock absorbers or something, you know.
Yeah, maybe when they get hit, they absorb the shock. I don't know. They have them in the torpedo launching room on the Enterprise as well.
Yeah.
Because they recycled the set. They just painted those so they're brighter and gray instead of Klingon style.
Klingon style was just kind of metallic-y green.
Yeah.
Weird looking. I just
and
painted on a dark
the
metal.
only reason I noticed is because I watched all the movies like one after another a few months ago.
Yeah.
Like I marathoned all the Star Trek movies. And that's probably the only reason I noticed, because I seen the bridge in, you know, like the previous movie.
Right.
And then when they show at the end of Wrath of Khan, when they're maybe it was even in the same movie, you see the Klingon bridge, and then at the end when they're doing Spock's funeral, they're in that torpedo launching room, and it's the same as the Klingon bridge. Ken says those braces look like a great place for Riker to put his foot up.
Yeah. Only thing is, the only way you can light the interior of the bridge, other than what shines up through the floor, would be if you just glue the dome on
with the light on top.
Yeah.
What if you mount the light right at that little, like kind of in the doorway there where that little arc thing is?
Right there?
Yeah, where you just attached all the posts to that support thing. What if you put a tiny SMD in the middle of that?
Yeah, you could, but I mean, when you're looking at it from the front, that little SMD would be shining right in your face.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Something I'll have to play with. But
there's Todd. Todd says hello.
What's going on, Todd?
Good evening, Todd. Hope you're doing well tonight. Alec is saying la 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 la. No spoilers.
No spoilers for what?
Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan? Come on. For a 40-year-old movie or almost a 50-year-old movie?
Right?
I think we're okay. We can talk about it. If you haven't seen Wrath of Khan yet, that's your problem.
It's been around it's been around longer than you have, Alec. Come on.
Yeah. It's almost been around as long as I have. It's only the best of the original Star Trek movies.
Agreed. See, when did Wrath of Khan come out? 79?
I think so. The original was...
No, I think the original was 77? Maybe it was.
No, because it was after Star Wars. I think it was 79. And then Wrath of Khan was like 81.
82.
82. AK confirms 1982.
The motion picture was 79, yes. But yeah, I agree. The Wrath of Khan was the best of the TOS movies. It's got dust in it.
Yeah, you don't want that. I made that whole little shuttle bay there for the Cardassian ship. And then I got my camera in there taking close-up pictures of the interior, and the little grains of dust look like big chunks of garbage.
Yeah.
looks like the shuttle bay is filthy with debris.
Well, I mean,
It's
this
just
is
like,
a Klingon ship, so
yeah, it would be. But like, you know, little grains of dust and little flakes or whatever, when you get your zoom lens in there, you get the macro lens on it, and you're looking inside the tiny shuttle bay, it looks like a pile of rubble.
yeah, you're not wrong.
It's those corridry rocks that they have inside the walls.
Yeah, the big giant styrofoam rocks.
AK says, I liked Undiscovered Country the best. I agree. That one's also very good. For me, it's kind of a toss-up.
It's good, but I like Wrath of Khan the best. I mean, I like all the TOS movies.
Yeah. Even the part 5 is interesting enough.
Part 5 is Undiscovered Country, ain't it?
No, that's 6. Part 5 was the Final Frontier.
That's
Bring your
right.
Starship
That's right.
closer so that I may join with it. What does
That's
God
right.
want with the starship?
I mean, that one wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. And if you consider that the script for the first movie, the motion picture, was originally written to be a 1-hour TV episode.
Yeah, for the phase 2.
Yeah. And then they took that and turned it into hour and 30, hour 40-minute movie. That's not bad.
30 or 40 hour movie.
No, an hour and 30 or hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, but it feels like a 30 or 40 hour movie sometimes.
No, it doesn't. That's why they did those big long shots, you know, going around the Enterprise and all that, is to pad out the script.
To fill the time.
Yeah.
They could have just wrote some dialogue instead.
They could have.
AK says, excuse me, why does God need a starship?
Because
I don't
he said
need
so.
one. I just want to join with it, that's all.
And by the way, where did I put it?
Right there.
Here it is.
Told you.
This. I got my screen on the wrong. This little part right here.
Yeah.
It goes right there. And then this sits down on top of it. So when you take this off, you're actually getting to see interior detail right there of what would be
whatever machinery's underneath that cover.
Yeah.
That's
underneath
cool.
that little cover that sticks back there.
You should put a little light inside that little piece so that when you take that cover off, there's a light in there and it looks like it's on.
I could.
There's like 2 little holes there or something. You find a spot where you could, maybe poke some lights out, drill a couple holes, and just put a little light inside there.
Well, you got to remember, under this, it's going to be this Cobra head.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
you
is
got a little bit of space
full of
there.
lights.
Oh, yeah, true. But you should have room for like a little SMD stick up.
That's what I'm saying, though. This is going to be full of lights because you've got all the lights, all the lights across the front and all that. You're not going to need a light for that. All you're going to need is to put the holes there.
Holes.
You're going to have plenty of light from inside this Cobra head.
True.
To light that.
Yeah.
Because you've got all this row of lights here that are going to be lit with strip LEDs, and if you want to, you can do it like the Katinga in or like the D7 that was in The Trouble with Tribbles, and light the back of these little fins here.
The sides, yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I haven't decided. Because this is the motion picture version, and they were not lit.
No.
But we'll see. Oh, pin's bent.
That's the worst.
Yeah. So I just need to decide, do I want to glue this top on or not? Because if I don't, then the only light I got to put in it really is the one for this.
And that might give you some light, because you're going to have a light coming from the bottom of the bridge lighting it up.
Yeah, from inside the Cobra head.
Yeah. And then you'll have the little one on top, which is going to be red. And it's going to wash down.
Right.
I think you'll have plenty of light inside there. And then when you want to look inside and you're taking that cap off, well, then you got the light, that you're looking at in the room.
Right.
I don't know. If it was me, I would leave that removable so that I could show off all the fantastic detailed work that you just did inside there. I'd want to be able to see as much of it as you can. Like those little side rooms with the monitors and that you put in, all those little fancy details. I'd want to show off all of that stuff.
Right. Well, let's find out. Let's get a red LED.
Oh, we're gonna get some lights. We're gonna get some lights.
Or would a red SMD work better? Probably an SMD, right?
Yeah, I'd go with the SMD. Takes up a lot less space. You can put it right on the little top bit there. Does it go in the clear piece or does it go in the ceiling piece?
It goes in here.
Goes in that piece? Okay.
And then the clear piece. Well, no, the clear piece actually has a hole for a red SMD. I mean, a red LED. I guess it's time for an experiment then, huh?
Oh, Don says, boo. Lights. Boo.
Yay, lights.
Yay, lights. Yay.
Lights are right. See, that's the clear piece right there.
Yeah.
But I don't see why you couldn't put a 50-50 red SMD right on top of there.
You can.
Well, we're going to try it. Hmm. Is there a certain way this goes? Weird.
Doesn't want to fit in there.
Well, it has pins. Like there should be holes in this dome, but there's not. Not even in the plastic one, there's no holes. But see right there, it has a little pin.
Mm-hmm.
And it has one on the other side. There's no holes in here. There's no holes in here. I wonder about the plastic. No, the plastic tower doesn't have holes either.
I was gonna say I would think the little like the collar that the light is supposed to go into, I would think that would go up so that it's not sticking down into the little room.
Right? That's what I would think too, which means it goes on like this. I just need to figure out where all the windows need to be. They all face forward, right? But if you put it on like that, there's going to be a hole right there. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But it sits on there perfect, just like that. That is so weird. Why is that slot there? Is the slot in the plastic part too? No, there's no slot in the plastic part. Let me clip this out. I'm not going to use it, but I'll clip it out anyway.
Just to see it better.
But when you put see, this is in halves.
Mm-hmm.
When you put the two halves together, you get this tower with
Yeah, it looks like
way less detail.
Oh yeah, it looks like it has that slot.
Look at that.
Though. There's one side's lower.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. Okay, just the
Here, let me take this off.
Weird.
And if you look at this one, right there in the front, there's a slot where it's lower. But if you look at this one, this would be the back. So this would be the front. And there's no slot. It's just straight across.
Okay. Yeah.
So is that slot meant to let you look into that little tiny room there or what?
Maybe.
But I mean, if that's the case, you need glass there or something, right?
Force field.
Yeah, it doesn't show anything that goes there. That's crazy.
Yeah, it must be just to give you a little viewport to look inside.
Well, we're still going to try a 50-50 SMD real quick. We got 15 minutes.
Ken
Let's see
says
what
the
kind of-
lighting kit has that clear piece in red.
It does.
Yeah, that's right.
But the lighting kit is still made to work with this part. The lighting kit comes with that exact same part, just red plastic, red clear plastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I may end up cutting a piece of clear, like packaging plastic.
Yeah. Just to put there so there's a window.
Yeah, because to me, it just looks weird just having a hole there.
Yeah.
But let's get that red LED in there.
Very odd indeed.
I agree.
Since I got that OmniFixo thing, I've never put the clips back into that little holder.
Oh, you never put them back inside?
Not even once. No, opened it up. They've been out ever since I opened it.
Well, I do because I slide it into my drawer over here.
Yeah. I have a different steel plate that I use for it anyways. My little OmniFixo box is actually sitting in the drawer.
Oh, really?
Anymore. I got a bigger steel plate from a similar tool, but larger.
Oh, there's a larger OmniFixo?
It's not an OmniFixo, but it's a similar thing. It's got magnets with clips and that, but it's not like that. It's like the long, flexible things. I think it's more designed for painting, like holding stuff while you're painting, because it's got the long, flexible rods with the clip on the end.
Right.
But it just has magnets on the base instead of like a little stick that you stick in
Well,
a hole.
That's a lot of the soldering stations have the flexible arms too.
Yeah, well, I think it is either a soldering station or it can be used for painting or whatever. My father-in-law gave it to me, so he probably bought it for doing soldering stuff.
Yeah,
But
I don't think
the arms are really long.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't think that would be great for painting because we're not airbrushing anyway. Because that little plate would get all covered with paint.
Yeah. AK says, same here. Never put the clips back in the little box.
Well, like I said, I put them back in there because
yeah,
I put this
save space.
Yeah, it sits down in the drawer like that between some other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put mine up out of the way, move it to the side. Just clear a spot on the desk for it, or put it on top of the pile of stuff on the desk.
Most of the time, I'm trying to make room on the desk, so I want as much off the desk as I can possibly get.
Yeah, I usually do that about once a week.
Same.
Clear everything off, put all the tools back in their little holders, and clear all the little bits of plastic and dust off the desk, and all the little wire clippings and insulator clippings and all that stuff that's accumulated over the week.
And they accumulate fast.
Yeah.
Oh, those are not 50/50s. I got to get the 50/50s up here. 2mm red. Nope, that's. Here we go. Red. Because it has the red dot on it.
The red dot.
And I always sand the back of the SMD just a little bit, because I have had some that have some kind of coating on the copper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that you cannot solder to.
Oh.
Now I got to figure out which side is positive and which side is negative. There we go.
Energize.
Energize. Let's see, does this give me red light? No. Let's swap those.
AK says, I clean my work area every night when I'm done. All tools back in their place. Well, good boy.
Congratulations.
Aren't you just a model citizen? Get it?
Model.
A model citizen. That was almost going to be the name of my YouTube channel. The Model Citizen.
There we go.
But I went with Trekmods instead.
So, positive on the left, negative on the right. I think I know why it says put it with the tube down. On the clear part?
Because you're supposed to use an LED in there, and it'll
because you're supposed to use an
illuminate all the way
LED, and
around.
plus you've got to get the light to shine past that extra floor that you're going to put in there.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So you're going to test and see what it looks like with that.
Correct.
AK says, can you say slightly OCD? I'll try. Slightly OCD. Yeah, I can say it. Alex says, AK, you'll be a tiny bit happier when you see my workstation. You'll still get triggered to clean, mind you, but happier that it's not as messy. I wish I had it in me. I wish I had the organization genes in me, the skills to be like Todd and like Jordan and them when they, do a little bit of, do some work, clean up the area, do some work, clean up the area, put the things away.
Well,
My brain just doesn't work that way.
My problem is I have the want to do it. I just don't have the skill to do it.
Yeah, some of our brains
I'll sit down at my desk
that way.
I'll sit down at my desk and I'll spend 30 minutes. Okay, I need to put this here and I need to put that there and I need to put that there and I need to put that there. And when I get through it, it's still a mess.
Yeah. I go to do some cleaning stuff up and I'll stand there for 10 minutes looking at it, trying to decide what to do first.
I do that too sometimes.
And then I'll move one thing, I'll put it away, and then I'll sit there for another 5 minutes trying to decide what to move next. AK saying to Alec, I knew you could do it.
Suck up.
Says, my MiG is on its feet. Excellent. That means it's completed.
Or it has landing gear anyway.
Alex says, at least I'm not walking over boxes and empty wooden and plastic runners anymore.
Well, what's the fun in that?
Mine just gets cluttered with my tools. I'll use tools and then I just put them down beside me because, I'm going to need that thing again in 5 minutes.
Right? I do the same thing.
I'm not going to put it away in a little container 3 feet away from my arm's reach when it's right there beside me. Oh, he was saying that to me. He says, I knew you could say it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can say lots of things.
I make this little box to put my solder and flux and my soldering tips in.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
And it even says solder and flux right on the box.
So what's in it?
And I just spent like a minute sitting here trying to figure out where my solder and flux is. It's in the box that says solder and flux. See, that's what organization gets me.
Yeah, I do that too. Oh, I better pick up all these little tubes that I use for the stands of my models. Gather them all up from their various drawers and things they were in, trays and stuff. I'll put these all in one container so I know where they are. And then I go to use one. Where the hell did I put that container? I couldn't find it for 3 days. And then I was looking for something else that I moved, and I was like, oh, there's that container I was looking for.
I've done that many, many times.
Oh, I do it every time. Oh, Alec, don't be so hard on yourself. It's your desk. Who cares what anyone else thinks of it? He says, I guess my desk is probably a disappointment to you, AK. Sorry, but I have so many projects going, and I'm slightly cluttered until I get them done. You know what? That's your business. You don't need anyone's approval on the cleanliness of your work area. Well, what are we thinking, Donnie?
Well, it shines red light down in there.
What does it look like if you put the cap on? Can you just kind of hold the cap onto it and see how it looks?
I don't know how I would hold the LED in place then.
Oh, you're just holding it with your finger.
Yeah. I didn't want to glue it on yet.
Yeah. Just in case it didn't work.
There's red light back there. It does nothing for the bridge, though.
No, just you got a nice silhouette of the console and the chair.
But if you add the floor lighting,
you know what? That looks pretty good. Bring it closer so that I can join with it. There we go.
there.
Oh, dude, yeah. Because you're just getting that subtle red light in the background there. That totally looks like the real deal.
The only problem, and it may work better once I get the cap on. I don't know, I guess I could tack it with just one drop of super glue, couldn't I?
You got like a little piece of plasticine or something, like sticky tack putty or something you can use to just temporarily hold it there, or a piece of scotch tape, right over top. Ken says, great progress made tonight. Looking great, Donnie. And AK says, I do not hold others to my personal standard. You're good, Alec. If it works for you, great. Yeah, no, I was just teasing. We all need to keep our areas cleaner. Make sure you clean your area before you go to bed.
I keep my area as clean as it is. Now we'll just tack it on one side. Voila.
Kicker makes the light sicker. I'm smelling.
I'm gonna have to take those cut those little pins off though, because the dome won't go all the way down with the pins there.
Use the plastic model kit dome just for now, so it blocks.
It doesn't have holes for the pins either.
No, just so the light's not coming through, so you can get a better idea of, you know what I mean. That's cool.
Let me. Oops. She blew her top. I don't want to final secure anything because I got to figure out how I'm going to run that wire back down through the tunnel.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that white resin would reflect the light a little bit and make that ring light up a little more.
You could always paint the inside of it white.
Because in the light, that ring's not lit at all, hardly.
Yeah, you can only see the light. Do you have a regular LED that you can try to see the difference?
Yeah. That's why I didn't permanently glue it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can solder up a regular red LED. I have those over here.
Just so you know, it's 2 minutes after 10.
That's good. We got a minute.
All right.
Red. What is that? A 5mm? It is. This may be a case that calls for a regular LED. Know what I mean, Vern?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work. I got me one of these wire strippers like Jordan uses, and it does work great.
Yeah.
And of course, I put up the solder and the flux.
The only thing about using this LED is that there's a lot more. You know what I mean? You got you can clip the contacts down to probably almost nothing.
If it works out, I'll just unsolder it and clip it down. And I just want to get some wires on it and see how it looks.
Yeah. You can find some super thin wires to run through there that you could probably hardly even see.
Oh, I have some magnet wire.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't have plastic insulation on it. It just has an enamel coating on it.
Yeah. Ken says your wire stripper needs googly eyes. Googly.
I don't have any googly eyes.
Oh.
Other than my own eyes.
You should 3D print like a cool dragon eye or something like that you could paint up and stick on the side of it. Like a Godzilla eye. Something like that.
That would be cool. Where did the red wire go? Oh, it's over here.
Well, we got Russ tuning in right at the end. Hey,
What's
Russ.
going on, Russ?
Says howdy, fellas.
Russ always jumps in close to the end.
He might have been watching, just finally saying hi.
This is true. Didn't hold it long enough.
Russ getting close to wrapping up his pathogen lab build.
That thing is so cool.
I'm looking forward to seeing the video and seeing the model in person next year.
I forget there's more metal in those little legs than there is in the SMD contact, so you have to hold the wire for a second to let it cool.
Yeah.
The SMD contacts are so small they don't hold much heat. You just touch it and you're done.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to melt it either.
No. So that would go right there. Dagnabbit.
Doing. Oh, Russ has just jumped in.
1.8 volts. Wow. It says 1.9. So let's go to 9. That is not much more light. I think that's less light.
Yeah, it's not as bright. For sure. It looks like it's lighting the ring more, though. It's definitely lighting up the ring better.
Not with the light on, though.
No, with the light on, you could hardly see it.
About the same amount of red back there, ain't it?
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. Well, if the result is the same, then I'd go with the first one you put in there because it's easier to work with and takes up a lot less space.
True. I just wish I could get it to light that ring better. But I don't know what to do to get it to light the ring better.
Or if you
Cause see if I bend these down,
you could sand the area around where the LED is, like that little cylinder part. Maybe it would diffuse it. I don't know though, because it would only be diffusing around that. It wouldn't be.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be affecting the outer ring.
And then you put the dome on.
Maybe if that dome is painted white on the inside, maybe it'll reflect down more and light that.
Well, I would do that. Paint the inside of the dome black to light block it.
Yeah,
and then paint it white
to reflect it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might reflect enough to help brighten the ring. Like right now, it looks great.
That looks almost identical to what the 50-50 did.
Yeah.
And then turn on the light.
And
you don't see any red at all.
No, it's just one in the middle. Looks like a lighthouse.
Yeah, just like the 50-50. Well, I think it's a little dimmer than the 50-50, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what else to do. I mean, I could try pointing the LED up so that it reflects off the top of this more, but then you're going to get less light down in the room. Possibly.
Yeah. Ken says, is the light supposed to come in from the bottom? Would that make a difference for the ring?
Well, see, that's what I was just saying.
And Alec was also suggesting maybe frosting the ring.
You know, I can turn it over like that. And then put this on. And that doesn't make a whole lot of difference.
No. When you look at it from an angle, it seems to spread the light around, but when you look directly into it, it doesn't do much.
I don't know. Maybe once I got the inside of the dome painted white, it might make a difference. I don't know. Something for me to play with this week.
Yeah. Alex said, my eyes. I've been flashbanged by Donnie.
Here, there you go. Woo, woo, woo.
Flashbang.
Okay, Alec, close your eyes.
The goggles do nothing.
All right, well, I'm going to call it here. We got the bridge finished. Just got to figure out the lighting.
Ken says, can you put the light in the other end of the clear part? Yeah, I was going to suggest that too. Put the light in from the opposite side. I don't know.
Put the light in this side?
I think he was saying that, yeah. And then
put it in which way?
I don't know. Try both ways, I guess. Ken says, take care, everyone. Have a great night.
I don't know. I'll experiment with it some this week.
Yeah, try a couple different things, see what you can do. Do you have the kit with the red part? Maybe the red part will make a difference.
No, I don't.
No? Okay.
I'm not going to pay $80 or $90, whatever it is.
Well, for the lighting kit, yeah, but maybe you can just get the part. Or maybe
no, you can't get the part. It comes in the lighting kit.
Okay.
You get the red piece for that. You get red pieces for the impulse engines, and you get red pieces for the photon torpedo tubes.
Okay.
And then you get, of course, the lights.
Let's see. I actually have it right here. Let's take a look.
Oh, the Kronos one?
Yeah, I got the...
It's a regular clear part, too.
No, I have the lighting kit.
Oh.
And I have the clear red parts here. Yeah, you get the engine thing. That dome, yeah. Everything that you just showed on that clear sprue that you cut the parts off. Yeah, it's the same sprue. It's just red.
Yeah.
And there's one piece of photo etch in there.
It's the little strip, ain't it? That goes across the front of the Cobra head.
Yeah, there's that, and there's a couple other ones. There's a few pieces on it.
I think it has a strip that goes around that little tower, too.
I think so, yeah.
But I have that on one of these sprues that I got.
Let's see. I'll show you.
Yeah, there it is.
This is what I got. So it's the long curved piece that goes around the front.
Yeah, around the Cobra head.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of other little details. Not
the
sure
little
what
antennas.
those are for yet. Yeah. Not sure what that is. I'll look in the instructions. Courtesy of our good friend, Mr. Ken. Thanks, Ken. Once I get really good and build my skills, I'll go after that one. I might make that one into a 7D.
It's actually a fairly easy kit to build from everything that I've seen.
Yeah.
and it's designed to be lit. So most of the seams overlap. Instead of just butting together, they overlap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the most of the new ones are being made like that now.
That's good.
Yeah.
It helps light block.
Like the Discovery Enterprise, there's like that, and
Yep. I forgot about that one. I built that one.
yeah, that one's like that. And even this some of the small ones, like the little or the NX-01, the 1000 scale NX-01 is like that too. It's got overlapping seams and joints.
I wish they would make them all out of this plastic.
Yeah, they should just make them all out of black plastic.
Because
Ricardo says, fantastic stream. Great work, Donnie.
Thank you.
Alex says, great stream, Donnie. Have a good night, fellas. Looking forward to the next one.
Now I can't get this part back off again.
And Ken says, you're welcome.
Because you make them out of black plastic that's that thick,
Yeah.
you ain't got to worry about light blocking at all.
No. You just got to paint the inside white where you have to.
I wish they'd do that to all of them, but they don't for whatever reason. But I'm going to call it here, guys, because I have to go take a shower real quick and go to bed so I can get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yay!
Alex is asking, so you'd recommend it to me, Donnie?
This kit? Yes. It's a good kit to build.
It is. It's super detailed.
Yeah, it is.
Doug says, good night, everyone.
But let's get our streamer going. There we go. Got the Sunday group at the Sunday stream at 4. Of course, my stream Monday night at 9. Tuesday night at 7 is Keith, followed by Ian at 9. Then Thursday is Jordan. Friday is our Friday night group stream. And then Saturday at 9 is Andrew, followed by Jody.
That's me. Hey.
It is.
Wow.
But thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you tomorrow night in the comments on Keith's stream. So have a good one, everyone. And we'll see you later.